I continue my quest towards the undead settlement, but I'm momentarily stopped by some dude and his rabid dogs.
Yo, chill.
I take him out fairly quickly, but the dogs are pretty annoying. I meet an old pilgrim who desperately wants to die and feels like he has no purpose.
Undo my shackle.
So I give him a purpose, and now he's my friend.
Surely I can be of use.
Yes.
I rest at a bonfire briefly and I continue my scavenging. I try getting an item, but I end up falling down and notice that there's a lot of enemies.
That's so many people. What did I do?
I ignore them, obviously, because I'm trying to get home, but I get the shit kicked out of me.
You fucked up my shield.
I make it to Firelink Shrine and I talk to a blacksmith for a while. He told me he can reinforce my flask to increase the number of uses. My flask is the thing I use to heal myself, but to do it I need to find pieces of that specific shard. I level up and leave. I tried fighting the hollows, including the witch, and ended up getting something good for it. Now I have to worry about these things. I tried going in a different path, but so I got a bow and I ended up shooting all of them. Not even a couple steps in and this guy comes out.
Okay, relax.
He was a headache, but I bested him in combat.
This fucker's dead.
I start looking around and I meet this stranger who basically calls me trash.
Yes.
Another one of those unkindled, are you? Behaving as if you deserve respect. You're like a frail maiden on the front lines.
And not to go past the church because, you know, I'm trash.
You'll face death, and it won't be pretty.
I go anyways, but I get spooked.
Please get away from me.
I come back well suited just to realize that he's no threat.
What did I do?
I go down the lift and I encounter an enemy who scares the fuck out of me.
What the fuck was that? If I would've...
I come back and take the lift again, but it only takes me up. I befriend the giant,
I help anytime.
take a secret path, talk to the onion man again, we fight a demon together, and we share a toast.
Okay.
I go back to the original area I was going to and I find a bonfire. I encounter my first in-game invasion and it was not pretty.
No.
I carry along and remember that giant I told you about?
I help anytime.
I'm taking out some hollows when all of a sudden a giant tree starts moving.
Giant fucking tree.
I start hitting its nuts and then it gets angry and starts breaking everything.
Giant fucking tree.
He kills me a bit of times, but he's not too difficult and I manage to kill it. I go on a mini journey filled with skeletons, rats, and a nice blind lady asking me to touch her.
Touch me,
I tried asking her for dinner, but she insisted.
touch me.
Remember that scary fasting below the church? Well, I beat it and I got a cool ice sword out of it. I opened the door in victory and my path was now aligned with the road of sacrifices.